Are you struggling to make chemistry or other subject interesting? Do you find yourself yawning during lectures or falling asleep while studying? You're not alone. Many students face this challenge, but there are ways to make learning more engaging and fun. So, here I'm going to share the 7 fun ways of making, especially the subject like chemistry, exciting. Number one, gamifying the learning process. I mean by this that you can turn your learning into a game or a competition. How? Just by making or creating quizzes or challenges with friends or classmates, and then exchange your tests with each other and interact with each other and exchange your knowledge with each other. And that is going to make your subject exciting. Second tip is to connect to the real life scenarios. Now, for example, there are certain scenarios whose background, if you're able to understand, like for example, linking academic concept to the real life scenarios, make them more relatable and interesting, and you're able to retain those because you know the background of those. For example, the Haber process. Haber process is all about the manufacturing of ammonia gas. It was developed in early 20th century. It's revolutionized the ammonia production. The Haber and Bosch discovered that combining the nitrogen and hydrogen under high pressure temperature, they can produce ammonia. And this production of ammonia enabled the mass production of fertilizers and brought the reform in the agriculture sector. Similarly, sulfuric acid has been produced for centuries, but the lead chamber process developed in the 18th century significantly increased the production of efficiency. So, knowing all these facts behind any particular process, like for example, the extraction of aluminum, make the learning about the extraction more interesting. Coming to the third point, that's incorporating the various form of multimedia. So we often utilize the multimedia resources and we incorporate videos, podcasts, infographics, and online platforms into our study routine. So use of these resources like YouTube or educational website definitely simplify a complex topic. Certain teachers teaches some concept with so much ease and something or the other click to our mind they are comfortable with some other topics. So it's for us to browse through the websites, browse through the YouTube channels, and find out where we can get the best material for that particular concept. Then the fourth is collaborative learning. Collaborative learning, it involves working together to achieve a common goal or the key aspect, to understand the key aspect. Now, we can also say it can be a project work, it can be a research work where clearly defined roles and responsibilities are defined. Like, for example, a group of students, they can decide on certain project. Like, for example, if the organic chemistry is not very uh, clear to them, so they can say, okay, fine, let's divide these concepts and will like one child study about the haloalkanes, another study about alcohols. They do the past paper questions also. And when they have the expertise on the subtopic, then they can sit together and they can teach. One person can teach alcohols along with the past paper practice to the rest. The another child can teach the alcohol to the rest of the students along with the past paper question to others. So this particular thing can establish clear goals and expectations and can encourage the active participation among the student. It can also foster a positive and supportive environment. How? Because one child, when he's able to explain the concept which is not understood at the time when the teacher was teaching, and with his own hard work, his research, and everything, he study himself, he do attempt the past paper, he select the past paper question, and make the other understand that concept. So that just give you a very positive feeling. The others also feel have a supportive environment. and providing, and it's research says that whenever a child teaches another child or a group of students, his own concepts become definitely much more clear and easier. So it provide the guidance and the feedback. It's something very good tip or a tool which one should have while having difficulty in any part or concept or any particular subject. Fifth tip is storytelling. So, narrating the story behind a scientific concept or a discovery and share the adventures, the challenges, and the triumphs of the scientists and inventors, that's again accelerate your learning. For example, the Alexander Fleming's his discovery of penicillin in 1928 is a fascinating story. Flemings noticed that a mold had contaminated one of his bacterial culture, and the mold had killed off the surrounding bacteria also. This chance discovery led to the development of the penicillin as a medicine, revolutionizing the treatment of the bacterial infection. So you have very a lot of amazing stories behind different inventions and discoveries. So browse through the net, you'll find plenty of them, and that is going to help you out in your learning process. The next is hands-on learning. So science is all about hands-on activities and hands-on learning. So engaging in the practical activities, experiments, project work related to your subject, you can build your models, like for example, organic molecules model. You can conduct the experiments in chemistry, physics, bio, and you can create your aesthetic representation of the abstract concepts. So that is all about hands-on learning, and this is again a very important tip that increases your interest in any particular area of your subject. Then the lastly and very important tip is that teach someone else. So whenever you teach someone else a concept, whether a friend or a family member or even your own self, right? So that reinforces your own understanding. So this technique like concept map, mind map, or summarizing to solidify your concept is a truly a wonderful technique. So, in the end, I would say that I'll conclude this particular video by saying that by incorporating these 7 tips into your study routine, you will be well on your way to making learning a fun and enjoyable experience. From gamifying your study routine to the teaching others, discover how to make even the most mundane subjects exciting and engaging. So, why wait? Start exploring, experimenting, and learning today. Good luck.